Welcome back. Today, Kevin will be discussing breath biopsy and what Hamamatsu can offer in this area. So let's start with what breath biopsy is.
Breath biopsy is an emerging technique in medical diagnostics which is used to help identify any illnesses that a patient may have. A biopsy traditionally refers to a tissue sample being taken when there's an indication of a problem with that specific area of a patient. For example, a doctor may order a biopsy as an additional test to help detect the presence or nature of a tumour, lesion or growth. These standard tissue biopsies are very invasive and painful methods of diagnosis, and as such are generally only used when there is concern for a patient's well-being. As such, they are not especially common if there is no prior indication of illness. The techniques that are being developed to replace this are breath and liquid biopsy, which are designed to be minimally invasive, thus allowing a biopsy to become more common and allow continuous monitoring and screening of the patient. One of the key benefits of breath biopsy is that it simply requires the patient's breath. This means it can be used more frequently and earlier in the diagnostic process. By having these tests become more common, early detection of cancer and other diseases will be possible, and as a result will help save lives. There are two stages to the process of breath biopsy. The first being the breath sample being taken. The second is the analysis of the sample to detect any issues.
So health problems can be detected just using breath?
Yes. Using breath to identify health problems or diseases has actually been done for decades, although typically only by researchers. This research has been focused on investigating the composition of the breath and the volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, which are exhaled at the same time. Breath analysis has grown as a field recently due to new technologies being developed. Exhaled breath includes a variety of compounds, including over 1,000 VOCs, non-volatile compounds, proteins, DNA, and even viruses. As such, this is a source of a large amount of biological data about a person. By analysing this using breath biopsy, it's possible to detect disease early, plan preventative measures and treatments earlier, keep track of these treatments, and even determine what may have caused the illness, for example, exposure to certain chemicals or substances.
What exactly is breath biopsy looking for?
Breath biopsy analyses all the compounds in the breath, but what it is essentially looking for is biomarkers in the breath. Now these biomarkers can be any of the compounds mentioned before, and will tend to originate as part of the metabolism, and as such are very indicative of processes taking place inside the body, such as the breaking down of cancerous cells. By analysing these biomarkers, it's possible to determine which process led to their origin, which in turn will allow insight into the condition of the patient. Getting this information early is vital to patient care, as it can allow treatments to be taken long before classic symptoms would be displayed.
So where do Hamamatsu come into this?
Given Hamamatsu's desire to bring positive changes to the world, being involved in the cutting edge of medical diagnostics is something that we're very keen to do. There are a wide range of technologies we have that can be utilised for breath biopsy. The primary method for breath biopsy at the moment uses mass spectrometry to detect and characterise the biomarkers. This is an area which Hamamatsu have a lot of experience in, and we're always developing new technologies for mass spec, such as the new Euthane technology mentioned in a previous TechBite by Chris. As the compounds are part of the breath of a patient, gas analysis techniques could be employed to measure their composition and concentration. Gas analysis is something that we have a wide range of products available for, including compound semiconductor detectors such as indium arsenide antimonide and type 2 superlattice detectors, as well as mid-IR LEDs and quantum cascade lasers. Customization options and bespoke parts are also something we have on offer, meaning we can develop the technology to enable the vision of the customer. For such an up-and-coming field like breath biopsy, the thing for us is to hear from the people working on the cutting edge of this technology, so we can work with them to help grow this important new technique.